In this video, we're going to look at how to find the volume of prisms. And first, we need to go through some keywords. Okay, we need to clarify or define what prisms are. A prism is a 3D shape with a universal cross-section. That means that the cross-section is the same shape, the same size throughout the length of the prism. Okay, and I've got some examples for you. On the right hand side, we've got a triangular prism, so the cross section here will be a triangle which is the same size and shape throughout the whole prism. Okay, then when you have a cube, then the cross section is a square and it's the same size square throughout the whole shape, etc. Now also we need to remember what volume is. Okay, and volume is simply the amount of space a shape occupies, okay, or the shape takes up. And when you want to work out the volume of a prism, you should know this formula, okay, area of a cross section multiplied by length. Okay, and we're going to look at some examples to work out the volume. In these examples, we're in a way one step ahead because the area of the cross-section is already given. So we use the formula area of the cross-section multiplied by length to find the volume. And in the first example, to find the volume, I need to multiply 9 because that's the area of the cross-section by 8 because that's the length of the shape. And the answer is 72 centimeters cubed. Okay. In the next example, the cross-section is the pentagon in this case, and the area of this pentagon is 15 centimeters squared. So to find the volume, I need to multiply 15 by 9 because 9 is the length of the shape, and that is 135 centimeters cubed. And in the last case, we've got a cuboid. The area of the cross-section is 80 and then the length is 6. Okay, it's not 10 because this is the length of the shape, so we multiply it by 6 and the answer is 480 centimeters cubed. So you see, when you have the area of the cross-section, working out the volume is pretty straightforward. But now we're going to look at how to work it out when the area of the cross-section is not given and we need to work it out ourselves. So we're going to start with a very simple shape, which is a cube. Okay, a cube is unique in the way that all the faces are the same. Okay, so we still need to use the same formula, so area of the cross-section times length, and I'm going to use this face here as my cross-section. Okay, so to find the area of this square, okay, I need to multiply 8 by 8, which is 64 centimeters squared. Because it's the area, we use squared units. Okay, so this is the area of the cross-section. Now to find the volume, I need to multiply the area of the cross-section by the length of the shape, and the length of the shape is here, it's also 8. Okay, and the answer is 512 centimeters cubed, and that is the answer. Let's have a look at another example. This time we have a cuboid. Okay, now I'm going to use this face, okay, as the cross section, and again we use the same formula for the volume. Now the cross section here is a rectangle. Okay, to find the area of the rectangle, we need to multiply the length by width. Okay, so that is 9 times, and now be careful, it's not going to be 2 because I'm looking at this rectangle here. Okay, so this length here is actually 3, so I need to times it by 3, and 9 times 3 is 27, and that's centimeters squared because that's the area of the cross-section. Now to find the volume of the whole cuboid, I need to multiply this area by the length, and this is the length of the cuboid, so I times it by 2, and that is 54 centimeters cubed. Okay, now I could choose a different face as the cross section, okay, but I still work out, I'll still get the same answer if I work out the volume. Now, when we're talking about cuboids, you might have come across this formula, length times width times height, which is exactly what we've done, okay, because when you do length times width, you find the area of a rectangle, so that will be just the cross section of the shape, and then when you times it by height, that is in a way how long the shape is. So we simply multiply the three dimensions, okay, so for example 9 times 3 times 2, that is still 54 centimeters cubed. Okay, now I prefer you know, the formula that we have in the box here, area of cross section times length, because we can use it with any shape. Okay, length times width times height only works with cuboids, okay, or cubes. So we can't use it with every shape, but the formula, which is area of cross section times length, can be used with any shape. And now we're going to have a look at the triangular prisms. Okay, and the cross section is this triangle here, so I need to find the area of the triangle first. Okay, just as a reminder, the formula for the area of the triangle is base times height divided by 2. The base is 2.5, the height is 7, and I need to divide it by 2. The answer is 8.75 centimeters squared. Now that we have the area of the cross section, I need to multiply it by the length of the shape, which is 12. Okay, that's the length, and the area, and the answer is 105 centimeters cubed. Okay, and the other triangular prism, that's the cross section. So to find the area, I need to work out base times height divided by 2, that is 4 times, and now the height of the shape, okay, the height of the triangle, remember that it needs to be perpendicular height, so it's not going to be 5, okay. The height of this triangle here, this is the height that we need, and it's actually 3, okay. So it's 4 times 3 over 2, and that is 6 centimeters squared. Now to find the volume, we need to times the area of the cross section by the length of the shape. The length of the shape is 8, so the answer is 48 centimeters cubed. Okay, and the last one, okay, we're going to look at this shape, the cross section. Here, that's the cross section. This is a trapezium. Okay, we need to work out the area of the trapezium first. Okay, as a reminder, the formula is a plus b times height divided by 2. When a and b are the two parallel sides. Okay, so a and b, the two parallel sides, are 8 and 14. Okay, so that's 8 plus 14, and then times by the height, which is 4 divided by 2. Okay, remember about the order of operations. Okay, so that's 22 times 4 divided by 2, and then the answer is 44 centimeters squared. So that is the area of the cross section. Now to find the volume, I need to multiply 44 by the length of the shape, and the length of the shape is 10. So times it by 10, and that is 440 centimeters cubed, and this is our final answer.